Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Divine Decibels. And today I have the great honor of interviewing that boy CeeLo over here.
Yes.
CeeLo, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a 14-year-old entrepreneur and artist. I make music and I also have my own clothing brand, which is out now. We also trying to have a podcast, the Divine Decibels, which we focus on enlightening teenagers into knowing their own spirituality.
Wow, that's a mouthful for a 14-year-old. Let me tell you something. I think I'm probably your biggest fan out there because I don't know many 14-year-olds who are conscious.
Yeah,
I don't know many 14-year-olds who are into making conscious music or
yeah,
conscious art.
yeah.
Um, Tell me what inspired, first of all, tell us the name of your brand, and
Well,
then tell us what inspired this
okay.
brand.
So basically, my brand is called Players Club.
Mhm.
I'm seeing with a lot of children, right? They have this whole situation of a lot of teens that are my age have this whole situation of whereby they like wearing, for example, streetwear and like Y2K stuff.
Right.
So me and my sister, the co-founder of Divine Decibels, um, we're thinking with man, if this is what really people really like, and we think that we can push this, then why don't we make our own clothing brand about this?
Brilliant. I've seen some of your stuff,
Yeah.
and I have to say that I am impressed.
Thank you.
What is like the logo on the back of your hoodie
Yes.
says some really powerful words. What are those words, and what do they mean to you?
Well, I feel like on the t-shirt you mean.
Oh, is it
On
the
the
T-shirt?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
It's on the back of the t-shirt. It's basically it's trying to like uplift people into doing anything that they can because there's a lot of children out there that have so much potential in doing anything that they can, but then they don't want to like put all their talents out there, you understand? So in my opinion, it's like the message that's behind the text of you can do anything, and if it's not us then who. I'm trying to say, Guti, if it's not our generation then who, you understand?
that is so powerful because I feel like our generation, we are
Yes,
your parents,
yes,
and maybe even your grandparents, have
yes,
somewhat let you guys down because
yes,
you have inherited a country or a continent that
yes,
has so many problems.
yes,
And we as adults seem to have run out of ideas as to how to fix this.
yes,
So, for you to be 14 years old and to be aware of this and to want to encourage other teenagers such as yourself, and you're a young teenager, I mean,
yes,
14, you just
yes,
entered your teens,
yes,
is really powerful. And I have to say, I am so proud of you.
yes,
And I want to know a little bit about your co founder. I know that you guys have a special relationship.
yes.
Can you share a little bit about that?
Okay, so the co-founder, my sister, she basically, she's like, for example, my other half. Basically, you understand? There's nothing that I wouldn't do without her. You know, this whole podcast thingy and stuff. We thought about this together and stuff. You know, she's also a 14-year-old, has a master of, she's jack of all trades. She's
Beautiful.
a good artist. She can draw, you know, and she writes very beautiful poems. And
Beautiful.
also, she has very good art skills. You know, that's why with our logo for the Divine Decibels, she was the one that came up with the whole Anpu and was it.
Fantastic.
Yes,
So, I mean, it's just phenomenal. So basically, your consciousness is based not just around social issues,
yes,
but you have this understanding that spirituality and knowing yourself is the
yes,
basis of all things.
yes,
And I know that, for example, as a family, we're into Kemetic spirituality.
yes.
Tell me how that has impacted your life as a young person.
Well, it's impacted whereby from my father that has taught me a lot spiritual wise. I'm able to now try and like teach other people that are my age, but in a level that they will understand for teens and stuff to grasp it. Because there's a lot of other teenagers that are out there right now that that are going through a lot of spiritual stuff, but then don't know how to express it or don't know how to talk about it in situations like that. Or not even that, they just might not understand specifically what is this whole spiritual thing about,
Right.
which is why we've created a platform for teenagers to engage and be able to understand to their fullest of what their spirituality is about.
Beautiful. I'm
Yes.
going to ask you a question,
Okay.
and not to put you on the spot,
Okay.
but what does know thyself
Mm,
mean to you? When somebody says know yourself,
mm.
what does it mean to you?
Well, it's for how I see it is that it's a situation whereby people people don't know who they are, because it's like, for example, I know myself as Osset. Osset does this, her color is maroon, and etc.
Right.
So now these things, that's when you need to know yourself. It's basically the things that align you with yourself. So now that you've gotten to understand who you are and you've gotten to know who specifically you basically know yourself. You know, it's
You
like
know,
knowing your inner self,
that's
basically.
beautiful. And I feel like we may need to do a follow up on this
Definitely.
because I think there are people out there who are probably hearing names like Osset or
Yeah.
Anpu
Yeah.
and Sehmet and
Yeah.
are wondering, what
Yeah.
is this and
Yeah.
what is it about?
Yeah.
Maybe we do a follow up podcast
No,
or
definitely.
a recording where we talk about these principles
Yeah.
and we explain to people what these energies or principles, or some people might call them gods and goddesses,
Yeah.
are all about.
Yeah.
And then I think you'll probably find a lot of 14-year-olds can relate a lot
Yes.
more to this, because
Yes.
really the knowledge of self is essential to you being able to harness your gifts. If you don't
Yes.
know who you are, then you don't know what you're good at. You
Yes.
don't know what your talents are. And
Yes.
therefore, for a lot of the time, you end up doing things or following careers or following paths
Yes.
that are not aligned with who you are.
Yes.
And so it doesn't come naturally to you. You find that doing certain things is really difficult for you because it is not who you are.
Yes.
So tell me, what is in your clothing brand so far?
So far what we have is that we have our track pants, we have our t-shirts and hoodies.
Hmm.
That is what's at the market today.
Right. And
Yes.
are you doing different colors? Are you
Yes.
just doing black? Okay.
So,
So
oh, okay, sorry. So for now, it's a situation whereby we have just started out with black so that we can see good here what if people really do like it, and more as time goes on. We have plenty of artwork and we have plenty of designs that we are willing to push out. We just now it's basically like we're testing the water to see what people really like.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of you if they want to order?
Okay.
I mean, maybe give us your WhatsApp number. We're going to put a banner with your number on
Okay.
the video, but how do people get hold of you, your socials and so on?
Okay. So how you can get hold of us is that on our Instagram page, we have an Instagram page called Players Club. On Players Club, you can go on any one of our posts and you may order on the official Instagram page, or you can contact my number, which I will put up on the screen. But you can contact my number and you tell me what specifically would you like that you've seen on the Instagram page, and I will come and deliver it to you.
That's fantastic. So the brand name is Players Club. Tell me a
Yes.
little bit about that name.
Okay, so Players Club. Okay. So Players Club is it's basically like it's teens basically. It's like, for example, the amount of more people that you see, you're like, okay, yeah, you're in the club. You understand? So it's like we see a lot of people wearing it and we see this, we see that. We're like, okay, sure. You know what you like. You know exactly what you like.
Right.
So you're now in the club, you
Right.
know.
And it's the Players Club. Not the
Yes.
players
No,
as
no,
we
no, no,
know
no,
it
no.
in hip hop, right?
No.
But players as in just playful beings,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's beautiful. Work is play, play is work.
Yes.
Well, guys, that's all for now. Like I said, this is Zisilo Hlongwane. I've been interviewing about his
Yes.
new brand,
Yes.
which is a brand that seeks to push consciousness
Yes.
to young people who are really seeking knowledge, who are seeking knowledge of self,
Yes.
but who are kind of tired of what is in the mainstream in terms of fashion, in terms of music,
Yes.
music that is empty and that does not give them any kind of motivation or inspiration to be better and to do better.
Yes.
So thank you so much,
No,
Cecilo.
thank you for
I
having me.
loved this, and see you on the next upload. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.